Hello everyone and welcome back. Andy Bryan here again from the Soul Pathway, and today within this video I'm going to be providing you with a collective Soul Pathway reading for January 2024. We're going to be looking at and exploring the energy of the month ahead and what we can look forward to. Now, I don't know about you, but 2023 had a lot of shifts and changes for me. There were a lot of ups and downs. There were many high points which were beautiful, though at times there were also low points. Though I do believe that's part and parcel of our spiritual journey and soul pathway, which is what makes it beautiful, unique, and a pathway that we can all connect with so that we can live a much more authentic and soulful life. So obviously today within this video we're going to be exploring the energies of the month ahead in January 2024. But most importantly, what we can do is looking at starting afresh with a clean slate, bringing fresh new energy for a fresh new year, so that we can close out 2023 and we can begin stepping into the beauty of 2024. So I hope you're just as excited as me about stepping into the new year, and I hope you've all set some of those goals and intentions about what you want to bring into the new year, whether it's focusing on your career, whether it's focusing on your relationships, or whether it's quite simply about you creating more peace and harmony in your life. I personally believe 2024 is going to be an energy of shifting our consciousness so that we can step into a place of higher consciousness as a collective, so that we can shift away from the old paradigm of thinking into this new and beautiful world in which we're creating, each and every one of us, as we begin to heal and transform our lives. So there's much to look forward to in 2024. But let's jump into this reading and explore the energies of January 2024. And as always, if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will be sure to answer any questions that you may have. But let's now look at the rune for the month and see what is coming through from an energetic perspective from these beautiful runes. Okay. Bear with me for a moment while I tune into one. Okay, got a beautiful rune here. So let's see what rune this is. Very, very interesting. I don't know if you can see that, so I'll bring it up to the camera. Now hopefully you can see that. And I'm becoming more and more familiar with runes. I don't use them so much, as many of you know. I use my Soul Pathway Oracle cards more so. So January 2023, the rune is known as Jera. And Jera is all about peace, hope and fruition, which I think is absolutely beautiful because, you know, I do believe we're all in search of finding that peace and harmony within. But at the same time, we always have to have hope and optimism so that we can manifest what we truly desire and want in our lives. So I do believe January 2024 is all about, you know, embarking on our journey from a place of peace so that we can create that peace and harmony within us, but having that hope and optimism for the future, for the year ahead, so that we can begin manifesting what we want and desire. And I believe that is what that rune is very much all about, because then you will begin to bring into fruition what it is that you truly desire. So think about, what energy are you bringing in to the new year and January 2024, so that you can manifest what it is you truly desire and want in your life. Okay? So now let's jump into the reading itself and see what is coming through for each and every one of us. So bear with me a moment where I pull a card to see where we are as a collective and as a consciousness. Okay, bear with me a moment. Go for that card. Put those cards to the side and let's have a look. Soul Awakening. Soul Awakening is a beautiful card. The Soul Awakening is all about awakening to different aspects of ourselves. Different aspects of our soul that has been maybe hidden and buried for many, many years. An awakening can occur in many different ways. When these formerly buried aspects of ourselves become revealed. We have no choice in many ways in order to connect with those aspects so that we can become at one with who we are. Because if we look at the first stage and phase of our journey, the first stage and phase of our journey is connecting with our old self, and this is all about connecting with our conditioning and ego and what shaped us into the people we are today. From a conditional aspect. Now, as we go about our lives, we often live through our conditioning because that is who we believe we are. Because society has taught us, our parents have taught us, the culture around us has taught us to be a certain way and live our lives in a certain way as well. Now, the Soul Awakening is all about disconnecting from those aspects of conditioning and ego so that you can step into who you are by revealing those aspects of your soul that want to be seen, loved and accepted. So as you begin to awaken your soul from within, it's really essential for you to, be honest and transparent with yourself about what is being revealed to you so that you can shift and transmute those wounds. So you can step into that place of higher consciousness, as I've already said. But that's a beautiful start to the year in a way, because our journey is all about becoming at one with ourselves. So the more we deny aspects of our soul, the more we are not truly authentic within ourselves. So Soul Awakening gives you the opportunity to look at and reflect upon yourself so that you can really become at one with who you are and start loving and accepting who you are as an individual. Love, light, darkness and shadow. Each and every aspect of you is beautiful and it's time for you to honor it. Okay? So that's a beautiful, beautiful card. Now let's look at some other cards. What I will say about that Soul Awakening as well is I find towards the end of the year, or when a year comes to a close, we're often doing that pondering work where we're reflecting upon our lives and who we are. As the year comes to a close, that is all about, shutting those closed doors as well. Letting go and releasing from aspects of our lives that don't serve us anymore. And you could say that is really what Soul Awakening is all about as well. Because it's all about stepping into who you are. And again, stepping into the new year is about starting that fresh. But awakening those aspects within you that want to be seen, loved and accepted, so that you can start afresh with who you are, which is absolutely beautiful, as I mentioned. Okay? So let's see what else is coming through for us today and for January 2024. As I've already stated, if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll be sure to answer any questions that you may have. Okay? So bear with me a moment while I connect with the cards. There's one. Two. Let's pull all three of these out. Yeah, bear me a moment. There's another one around here. Okay. Right, there we go. I've got all three cards there. Let's pop these on the side. See what's coming through. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. The first card here, if you can see it, we have the Sage. And when I speak about archetypes, because I've done a lot of work with archetypes, I've got some courses on Udemy as well as a course on Insight Timer about archetypes. And archetypes are a way of looking at yourself and your own consciousness so that you can see some of those wounds within yourself, but more so that you can shift yourself into a place of higher consciousness so that you can live from that place of peace. Now the Sage is all about truth and understanding. The Sage journeys to find and discover truth. Truth about the universe, ourselves, and even others, the world around us. But from a higher perspective, it's in the knowing that, yes, the truth is important, but the most important thing is you rising above that in order for you to find that peace and harmony within. You can see I've chosen this card within my deck because the beautiful lady there is very much at peace, holding that place of contentment, knowing that that is what truly matters. That's truly what matters for each and every one of us. So you could say it's about rising above the truth so that you can create that contentment within yourself. In the knowing that is where you find peace. Okay? And I'm going to be speaking with you a little bit about what I've written in the book here, because it's written quite beautifully in this Oracle card booklet. So let me look at the Sage. So as I mentioned, the archetype of the Sage yearns to uncover deep truths about themselves, the world, and even the universe, as I mentioned. It has no need to create change, for knowledge and understanding is sufficient. At the beginning, the Sage can present as unfeeling, aloof, or even judgmental. Through the awakening process, though, the Sage journeys through doubt and skepticism and arrives at contentment and peace. And this is what I've been speaking about here. Finding that contentment and peace in the knowing that that is where you create change. You create change from that place. If you've pulled this card, it's an invitation to keep an open mind. Reality is huge, and subjectivity is part of the human condition. Bring the shadow to light and allow your truth to emerge. This will allow you to embrace the wholeness of who you are and connect with the divine wisdom of the universe. So that is beautiful. And you can see how these two cards relate as we look at the soul awakening, revealing aspects of your soul and aspects of your shadow. And that is about connecting with the truth within you, the truth of your soul, and those aspects of shadow that really need to be loved, honoured and seen, so that you can shift the darkness into the light, and so that you can embrace the wholeness and beauty of who you are and arrive at that beautiful place of contentment. Contentment is very important for each and every one of us, and I hope you begin to find that within yourself as you heal those wounds within, as you begin to love, honour and appreciate yourself. The Sage is a beautiful card to start off this reading, and a beautiful card to start off January 2024 really. It's one of those archetypes that I relate to and resonate more with than any of the other archetypes, to be quite honest. And this works quite well as well, because the next card is the Fool. And you see the Fool is very much, you know, connecting with your childlike self to bring that sense of freedom, connectivity, that love and that compassion into life, but really bringing out that inner child. One thing I will say about the Fool is another one of those archetypes that is very, very interesting, because the Fool often at the beginning of their journey neglects aspects of themselves, making a laugh and joke out of life and neglecting those parts of themselves through humour and through that place of disconnect. But through the soul awakening process, this is all about honouring those parts of self, but connecting with your inner child in a way that you can connect with that beautiful sense of joy that will bring you a sense of freedom. But not denying those aspects of yourself, because the wise Fool is, as I've said, all about embracing that sense of freedom, that love and connectedness with one and everything, but more so about connecting with your inner child, that inner child that wants to love and play and enjoy life for all it is, because that is really what the Fool is all about, from the highest levels of consciousness. So I'd like you to think about how you can bring that fun, that joy in life as you bring that inner child of play out once more, because each and every one of us wants to embrace and enjoy life and connect with the joy for all it is, you know. So we've got a beautiful card there with the archetype of the Fool. And again, I'm going to read from my Oracle card booklet, because, you know, there's something beautifully written in there as well. So bear with me for a moment as I read that. So the archetype of the Fool is the aspect of our inner child that knows how to play. Initially, the Fool makes a joke out of life and neglects important aspects of themselves. As I mentioned, you've got to awaken to those aspects within yourself that make you feel like you're not good enough or not worthy, those aspects within your shadow, so that you can begin your healing and so that you can connect with your inner child in a way that you can embrace the joy of life once more. As I said, initially the Fool makes a joke out of life and neglects important aspects of themselves and their own healing. This can result in irresponsible actions and self-deprecation. The awakened Fool, however, responsibly embraces joy. Life is experienced fully and celebrated for its own sake. If you have chosen this card, it is an invitation for you to connect with your inner child. Slow down and look for opportunities for play and laughter. Alternatively, this may be a warning that you're not taking yourself seriously enough. Notice if there are any areas of your life which need more attention. So whatever resonates with you there, I do believe it's all about connecting with that inner child and the joy of life once more, because we're shifting into that place of higher consciousness. But yet at the same time with that Fool, don't neglect aspects of yourself and your own healing, because that's what your soul awakening is doing. The soul awakening is bringing those aspects of yourself into your consciousness so that you can begin shifting them and healing them. And that's what the Fool is inviting you to do. The Fool is inviting you to connect with those aspects of yourself, but enjoy the joy of life as you live life for all it is. You know, life often passes us by too quickly, and the Fool is inviting you also to live in the moment, you know, and embrace that inner child of play, you know, that aspect of yourself that just wants to play. And we've got another lovely card. This time we've got the Turkey, and the Turkey I will read out from the deck because I'm not so familiar with the Turkey, but it's another beautiful card that connects all of these cards together. And I personally believe they're already very well connected, and I'm sure you can connect with them yourself with regards to your own journey. But turkey is absolutely beautiful. So the turkey, spirit animal, teaches you the gift of giving. Symbolically, turkeys represent sacrifice and renewal. They remind you to let go in order to replenish your life. The message from the turkey also comes in the form of prosperity. As when you give freely, you allow abundance to flow. Give without expectations and share from your heart, in the knowing that the universe will always provide for you. If you've pulled this card, then it may be inviting you to be open to receive. Alternatively, it may be the time for you to share your gifts as you support your community. Notice the blessings which come from generosity as you harvest the fruits of your efforts. So a beautiful, beautiful card. And the one thing that really stands out for me here is that sacrifice and renewal. It is really about letting go of the old, letting go of all those aspects that don't serve you. Often we hold on to things for as long as we can, so much so that it causes us more pain and hurt inside. And when it comes down to it, the only thing that is going to really create that change is to let go. Let go of the things that bind us so that we can bring about renewal in our life. As we let go and release, you know, those ropes that bind us, sets us free to live our lives in our own way, for you to live your own life in your own way. And in doing so, you connect with that gift within yourself as you allow yourself to be free. But the turkey was also about that gift of giving. Giving that love, compassion. Giving yourself to set others free. To assist others in healing. Giving yourself so that you can assist others in living the best life they can possibly live. So I'd like for you to think about what it is that you want to give, what you want to release from. Because if we think about that sacrifice and renewal, the sacrifice, you could say, is all about letting go of 2023. Those aspects of self that you don't want to hold on to anymore. As you step into 2024 and you think about that renewal, birthing something new and beautiful. It's time for each and every one of us to step into the true love of who we are. And I think that really closes out the reading really, really well. So I'll really just go for an overview here for this reading as you connect with it. So we're experiencing a time of awakening, where you're awakening to aspects of your soul with regards to, aspects of your shadow that want to be loved, honoured and seen. As you begin to, look at those unloved aspects of self, you can begin to shift them from the darkness into the light. You must do this by really looking at the sage, searching and seeking for the truth within yourself. Truth and understanding will help you shift that consciousness and transform that darkness into the light. But it will also, more importantly, with the sage, allow you to reach a place of peace and contentment within as you rise above that truth and then knowing that this is who you are and this is all that truly matters. So the sage is the beauty within that. As you begin to do that, just embrace your inner child of that joy, that play, and that laughter of life. because we are only here for a short period of time, so that we have to honour this beautiful life journey and connect with that inner joy and that inner child of play. Let go and release, though. Let go and release from those old aspects of self. Let go and release from all those aspects of 2023 that you want to say goodbye to as you step into 2024 with a fresh new energy, so that you can begin to replenish your life with that beautiful turkey spirit animal. And with that, I will say thank you so much for connecting with this reading. As I've said, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and I look forward to answering any questions that you may have. With that, I will say take care, much love, and I look forward to connecting with you again very soon in another video. Bye for now. Book your personal soul pathway reading at awakenyoursoulpathway.co.uk, where you can also purchase your personal soul pathway oracle card deck.